B to point A. You do that over and over and over. On that first day, you're hyper-aware. You're aware of every single stop sign, every store, every person, every intersection along the way. Fast forward a couple of weeks, fast forward a couple of years, you've done it so much you don't even have to think about it. You ever pull up at the end of the day to your home and forget how you got there? Have you ever driven a vehicle and you go through an intersection? Driving through a major intersection and you get on the other side of that intersection and have to think, hold on, was that light green? Has that ever happened to you? Think about how crazy that sounds. You get through a major intersection and have to think to yourself on the other side of that, was the light actually green? Technically speaking, it was. What happens is your brain saw that the light was green and it enacted a pattern for you so that you don't have to think about it. Light is green, continue to grip the steering wheel, accelerate while still being aware of everything that is happening around you. You coast through the intersection like you do every other time. If you can operate a 2-ton vehicle on autopilot, I have to ask teachers this. What makes you think you're going to teach that way? You get into the classroom and you enact the pattern that many of us went through, the pattern that many of us were taught to teach through, and the pattern that many of us go through. This thing called teaching. You get to the classroom, you sit in the rows, you hand out worksheets, teach, you go home. You sit in the classroom, you sit in the rows, you teach, and you go home. Pattern. We have to make sure, it is our responsibility to make sure that we are interrupting this